Fahad from Salesforce.
Perfect.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty well. How about yourself?
Pretty good. How was your drive down here?
It's pretty good, pretty smooth, you know, not that much traffic.
Cool. You've been in here. You've been in the area for a while.
Yeah, for most of my life. How about you though? You know, did you relocate?
Yeah, I just made that move down. So last few days have been pretty busy. Nice area, so we're gonna get everything figured out. Yeah.
So you got any plans for the weekend? Exploring the city?
Maybe later on, but right now just trying to get everything situated.
Yeah, of course.
Kind of move and everything. Yeah.
So before we get into the meat of the conversation, I kind of just want to set the agenda.
Sure.
So we communicate a little bit through email, but this should only take about 10 minutes.
Perfect.
And what I want to accomplish with this meeting is to assess your needs as a company and to see what you're looking for in a product, just so we have a better idea at Salesforce as to what we can offer you all.
100%.
Also, are you the only person making the decision on the new system?
No, so actually including me, we have an area kind of vice president in the area, and then we have just a handful of other people that make those decisions.
Okay, awesome.
Leadership roles, yeah.
All right. Do you mind if I take notes?
Go for it.
Perfect.
Go for
all right.
Go for it.
So just so I have a better understanding of where you all stand as a company, how many people are at this North Texas branch?
So the North Texas branch, we have around 10 sales managers. So we got 7 in the Dallas area and then 3 in the Houston area.
Okay.
We have over 100 sales reps, closer to like 120.
Yeah.
And then we have over 250,000 just policyholders in the area.
Cool.
So
that's a lot of people.
A whole bunch.
I mean, congratulations, but I'm sure that's a handful.
It's definitely a lot to get organized. So kind of why you're here today.
Yeah, right. Hopefully.
Yeah.
So, you know, as such a big company, there's only one place to go up, right? Yeah. How do you plan on achieving your goals going into the future?
Just kind of increasing our outreach, market share, just getting to as many people as we can, kind of getting to as many doors, calling as many people. As far as that's externally, internally, just kind of streamlining everything for the employees, communication, making sure they're all getting their conversations dealt with and everything in like a timely manner, just kind of make everything more efficient. Yeah.
Now, does Liberty Mutual currently use a customer relationship management software?
Yeah, so we actually use multiple CRM softwares at the moment.
Okay.
Kind of just trying to consolidate everything at the moment, but that's just how it's been.
Okay.
Yeah.
And on these multiple CRMs, who has access to the data?
So the sales managers have the primary access to all the data. The access is obviously limited for the sales reps, but the managers are the ones with the primary access.
Okay. Yeah. Makes sense. Now, are you all looking to update your CRM or switch from multiple platforms to one? What is that?
Yeah. So always trying to improve, and I definitely think getting that to one software would be the best. Okay. Just so access is very kind of easy for everybody, and we're not hitting obstacles as far as like transferring data and things like that over the different softwares, because that is a really big obstacle when dealing with multiple softwares, as you're aware.
Understandable.
Yeah.
Now with the multiple softwares, and you kind of touched on it, but do you feel as if you're dealing with your customers the best way that you can?
So we're doing the best with what we kind of have.
Okay.
Definitely think that whole process can be expedited. Of course, not kind of losing any quality, but I do think there's ways that we can improve how we're dealing with customers. Just make sure that, again, the people are getting dealt with in a timely manner and that they're getting communicated to in the first place.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I've worked with a lot of companies. Some companies do have multiple platforms and they're able to transfer data between them easily. Do you find that's the case with Liberty Mutual?
So not as good as as I'm sure like the management would like it to be.
Okay.
We do run into kind of some trouble as far as like communication between managers, and also externally a lot. Some customers are getting maybe multiple phone calls, multiple, and then some of them are not getting any, and we're just consolidating all that information about the kind of the area around us. Especially since this is like a newer area, it's the multiple softwares, I can't see them helping too much with kind of that process.
So what are some of the problems that you're having with your sales pipeline? You know, like from what I understand, you're telling me symptoms, but
Yeah.
you know, what are the broader issues that are leading to multiple calls, to lack of communication?
I just think so. The data kind of transfer is
Okay.
probably the toughest part.
Yeah.
With the multiple softwares is
Mhm.
um, just getting all the information we need to go out there, contact, increase the market share. Is since it's not in one place, it's kind of disorganized, as as you probably would expect it to be with
Mhm.
multiple softwares. Um,
Now, do you think that your managers take a lot more time dealing with sales reps because of this?
yeah. So again, kind of the goal would be to make everything a little bit easier, especially for the managers, because you don't want that kind of micromanaging
Mhm.
theme that people obviously don't like too much. And that's kind of what happens or what's happening for us, I think, as far as the limited access and the limited
Okay.
kind of ease with how the data is being transferred from different departments and things
Okay.
like that. Yeah.
So, you know, you've obviously told me some issues and an interest to kind of change the system that you're on right now.
Yeah.
If you were to switch, what would that transition look like to you? What's the best way that would happen?
Obviously seamless. Just trying to get like kind of whatever means it takes. I don't want to take away from the productivity kind of more than we are right now.
Yeah.
Obviously we want it to be easy on the employees, and obviously in the long term be better for our relationship with the customers, communication we have with our customers. So seamless, I guess, would be the answer to that question. Just as easy as possible. Yeah.
Now, with a new system, that would mean better data accessibility, you know, more consolidation, as you said.
Yeah.
What would that mean to the company? What would you be able to do with that new data?
So it would help us hit those long-term goals that we were talking about earlier.
Like market share.
Market share, getting the right phone calls to the right people, making sure if there's any like internal issues, we're getting those sorted out in a timely manner, and as well as customer issues. Obviously, we don't want any customers to be upset. So kind of making that whole process, that whole streamlined, seamless, especially for the customers. Just anything that's customer facing, make it as kind of transparent as possible. Yeah.
So you think that it would positively affect your sales efforts to have 100%, one system?
Yeah, I mean, it would just save us a lot of time, and that time could be reused in doing something more productive.
Yeah.
Right now, kind of just getting all the information in one place. It's taking up more time than I think. It's just time that we could use doing something that's way more productive.
Speaking of which, you know, data can obviously help with relationship management, acquisition, and stuff like that. But you know, as a company, are looking to utilize that customer data for bigger projects, perhaps. And you don't have to get into specifics, but
I mean, the company's growing. Obviously, we have all these policies being offered for so many different things, and I mean, as you know, big company, so all the different things that we're kind of offering. I mean, it could only help the outreach, and it could only help just getting everything figured out internally would definitely help the customer's whole experience with us.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Now, moving away from customers to your actual team members, you handle a big team.
Yeah.
Would the data help make this team work better?
Yeah. So they do a lot of like presentation based, especially like the sales reps and everything.
Yes.
So. They are working a lot with each other, and it's very team based and group based. So getting the internal part of it, where their communication is very easy, and it's not slowing them down. That would obviously only benefit the company as a whole if they can do their job better. Yeah.
Now, with all this being said, and you know all the possibilities of a new system, you know, kind of being outlined here, do you think a short-term reduction in productivity outweighs the possibility of a better sales pipeline and better deals in the future?
100%, like I said, long term. So
it does outweigh it, or
no? So it doesn't. So no, obviously. But like I said, long term goal. So I'd be very willing to make that sacrifice of just getting everything figured out in the shortest amount of period of time. Get everything transitioned over to a better system. So in the long term, we can hit all our goals. And get to where we need to be.
You know, you give me a lot of information here, but I like it. You know, and I definitely think Salesforce can help you with your issues. If you would allow me, I'd like to take this back to my team. We'll come up with an offer for you. And how about we set up a meeting sometime next week to go over the details?
Yeah, 100%.
Let me see. Does next Wednesday work?
Wednesday,
Tuesday? Same time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Tuesday,
Perfect.
Wednesday.
I'll contact you through email.
Email me.
Alright,
Cool.
thank you for your time
No
with this
problem.
Catch you around Dallas, right?
Yeah.
Alright,
Take it easy.
peace out, bye.